Unit 4. Skills Test. Listening. Listen to Hannah talking to a group of students about her experience of working abroad. Complete each gap with a word or short phrase.
Hello everyone. I understand that you're all considering a working holiday before you go on to university. I'm Hannah, and I'm here to offer you some insight into my experience. I'm just back from a year in Australia, which was truly inspirational. The fact that I extended the original length of my trip by 6 months is probably an indicator of how much I enjoyed the time. But seriously, whether you're planning to go for a couple of months or longer, it's definitely worth working abroad, not least because you're earning money while getting to experience a whole new culture. Why did I choose Australia? Well, it had been on my places to visit list for a long time, and it's got a big advantage in that it's English-speaking, and I am not a linguist. However, I suppose the greatest attraction for me was that I had family connections out there, and I knew I'd get support if I really needed it, as opposed to Japan or Brazil, both of which I'd been considering. Sorting out everything official before I headed off was time-consuming and slightly daunting. However, getting a visa was nowhere near as difficult as I'd imagined. What did worry me slightly was ensuring that I had accumulated all the right paperwork in order to enter the country, like proof of the money I had in bank accounts and so on. The next step was finding a decent job that would pay relatively well, but which also allowed me enough time to explore where I was. After a few days checking out restaurant work, I realised that there were lots of people looking for similar jobs, so I had a rethink and headed for southern Australia to do some farm work. I ended up picking oranges for 2 months. The bonus of this was that it earned me enough to travel for a while, taking in a lot of music festivals around Adelaide, which was brilliant. I'd wanted to include a trip to Kangaroo Island to see the amazing sea lions, but sadly, time didn't really allow for that. I did eventually get to spend some time in Melbourne. I do love bustling city life. I was a waitress in a hotel and the tips topped up my wages nicely. I ended up earning well over what a colleague of mine working as a receptionist in the same hotel was making. People often ask which job I preferred, and to tell the truth, there were pros and cons to each. Both were rewarding in that they pushed me out of my comfort zone and taught me new skills. I have to say that the long hours and high temperatures made fruit picking challenging, but on the other hand, I was in the fresh air and got a terrific tan. For me, the value of a working holiday like the one I had is that it broadens your horizons. I can't say that the jobs I did will necessarily be of practical use in a future career, but you meet different people from around the world, and above all, you have a period of complete freedom before settling down to studying again.